go.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
so the conversation is about maintenance. I guess you can make the maintenance. What you did to get the relationship is the same shit you should do to maintain the relationship. And so you hear a lot of conversations about how women become complacent. To your point, you're saying that women shouldn't just be, wearing their t-shirts or some, they're getting comfortable coming to bed with their bonnets and shit on and things of that nature. And I get it. I definitely believe that women should put the same effort in of, but women like to play dress up. That's the thing. But when women play dress up, some women do it for likes and attention, and some women just take pride in their appearance, right? But there does become a level of comfort on both sides. But what we hear most is the men complaining about women being too comfortable. And I'm gonna give you some game about women keeping the fire going. To me, is that it's the responsibility of the man and the woman to keep peace in the relationship. And I went back to peace. It was also both parties' responsibility to keep the flame going. So if you want her to constantly, she's looking pretty, she might be looking pretty or looking her best, but you ain't paying her no attention because you done put her thinking like, oh, I got my trophy. So you stop, men a lot of times stop doing what they did to get the girl. So there's no more excitement about getting pretty. There's no more excitement about like, oh, well, because he ain't paying attention to me anyway. The only thing he's concerned about is, oh, is the dinner done? Okay, well, oh, and I need a release. You don't even have romance in the bed. See, foreplay don't start in the bedroom for women. Foreplay starts in the morning. The morning, the night before. It starts with the text message. It starts with the compliments. It starts with the fact that you're still showing the woman that you desire her. But when you've gotten comfortable of thinking, oh, I got some in-house puss, then you don't want to work for it anymore. So why am I getting excited? Because I've been putting on all the things. And when I start looking like the fucking furniture, then honey, we got a problem. But you want me to stay consistent. Now I'll listen to what you got to say.
No, listen, I agree. I agree with you, but here's the thing. Like I said before, women, um, they come out. They're born saying, I want to be married. You know what I mean? Like I want the house. I want the whole nine, the dog. Right. So that's your goal. And we talked about this before. Like women will be in a relationship for 10 years and be like, I wasted all those 10 years.
Stick to the
Right. Now
topic
you
of
say,
the
now you said, well,
maintenance,
I'm
but
getting
go
there. I'm
ahead.
getting there. Hold on. I'm getting there. Now, the reason why you say I wasted those 10 years is because you were climbing that mountain and the ring was on top of that mountain. And while you're going up that mountain, right, you're making sacrifices, you're doing this, you're doing that. You had some good times in there. You did this, did that, this, and that. But you never made it to the top of the mountain. So the climb is irrelevant now, right? So you didn't make it to the top of the mountain. That's the goal. So you're going to work to get to the top of the mountain. You're going to do this. You're going to do that. You're going to do this, do that, do this. So when you don't make it, it's a waste of 10 years, right? But when you do make it to the top of the mountain and you have the ring, there's nothing to do anymore because you have the ring.
Bullshit.
So yes, hold on. So yes, what you want to have sex tonight? Oh, come on, I'm tired. But wait a minute. On your quest up the mountain, we was having sex like 3 times a week. Oh, but you got the goal. You got the ring. So, damn, are you going to get your hair done? Why are you pressing me about my hair? I mean, it's been, what? I'll get it done. Oh, but on the quest up the mountain, you had your hair done all the time because you're trying to get something. You're trying
No,
to
so
reach
then
a goal. Hold on. You're trying to reach a goal. So once you get to the top, there's nothing to work for anymore because you reached the top. So what you say that men, and I'm with you. I'm with you as far as the men can stop dating, they can stop romance, you know what I mean? They can stop doing this and that or whatever. They can do the same thing, right? But as far as the women go, they already reached that thing. See, men don't have that goal like that you guys have. That's why.
Okay,
When the last time you heard a dude say, "I wasted 10 years with that woman"?
I don't know, but you changed the
Exactly.
subject. So we're
No,
just
I
no,
didn't
hold
change
on.
the
You
subject.
changed. Hold on.
I
Well,
didn't change
kind
the
of in
subject.
the essence, because it's not about. We're not the subject matter. Was it has had nothing to do with the goal. I wasted 10 years,
That's
and can I
because
get my hold on, wait a minute. So I get you're using it as a reference, but you kind of put a lot of emphasis on it. And let me break down to you as far as where women change their tone. Number one is that women don't get enough credit for all the hats that they have to wear just to be in a relationship. Relationships require a lot of work. And who do the consistent laboring, especially if there's children involved? Because you mentioned marriage. So I'm assuming if this is a marriage with children, okay, women. Again, we're in today's society. We ain't in the 50s and before that. We're in today's society. So today's households require two parents that are working. So we both are putting in 8 to 12 hours a day. But a woman's job don't stop after she clocks out from that job. She got to pull into her driveway, park in front of her condo, whatever establishment that y'all have, y'all's dwelling that you live in, and she got to punch into her second job. Not to mention all the little nuances that she's doing while she's on the clock. Because let me tell you what the woman do. So I'm over here, I'm gonna do the Medea calculation. Okay. So while as a wife, and what we do as a wife, number one, we got to go out. We got to be producers. We got to bring in the money, the bacon, just like the man does, because society's put that kind of pressure on households now. That's the first thing. Secondly, we got to deal with our hormones. Like we're last on the talent poll, so our hormones is the last, but we're trying to manage that. Okay, our hormones. We have to be the momager. Okay, we got to be the daycare person. We got to be the therapist. We got to be the appointment setter. We have to be we're the ones that are keeping the house clean. We're the ones that are mainly doing the cooking. We're the main ones who's being a disciplinarian for the kids. We're the ones who's going to the PTA meetings. We're the ones who are dealing with the disciplinary actions that are at school. Okay, we're the ones who's normally you might contribute the money, but it's normally the woman who's writing the checks and sending that shit up. Then we got to be your therapist, be the man's therapist. And now while we're being the man's therapist, well, baby, how is work? We got to be quiet, and then we have to be a man's peace, and then we got to keep the environment peaceful. But meanwhile, when it comes down to like cooking and things of that nature, me specifically, I'm a traditional woman. So what do? I serve my man first and serve my kids. I'm the last one that's eating. Okay. And then after you do that, then you got to do cleanup, and then you got to do baths, and then you got to do homework. So then you want me, sometimes this is where women kind of, you get tired. You get a over labored woman. And this is where she has put herself off and on the last of the totem pole. So she's actually an unappreciated, overworked person. And then she takes care of you sexually. So that maybe by time um it's time to kind of have romance, she might be too tired to perform. Or she might be so exhausted she forgot about, oh, go get your hair done, or get your make sure your clothes and things are together when she comes home, because she's working, she's definitely putting on some threads, but when she comes home she might put on some comfort. To your point, yes, should she learn balance? Yes, she should. But when you have an equal opportunity house, when the man is actually pulling half of the weight, then you'll have a better version of a woman. Now then she won't have no excuses of her looking pretty and all those things. See, a man wants a lot of things, but if you take some of the weight off of the woman's shoulders, I bet you'll see a different result. And that's to me, and that's just that, because the average man when they come home in today's time that's working just as well as the woman in a traditional family structure, That man comes home, he shits, showers, and sits and waits to be catered to. Now the man that
Now,
comes
now,
in,
go ahead now.
hold
Okay.
on, uh,
Okay. Well,
and
go,
the
go ahead.
man
Go
and the
ahead. Because you
man
ain't.
and the
Yeah.
man that comes in, the man that comes in and helps with the laboring, I bet you they have a very healthy dynamics,
What is she
and
helping
he
with?
ain't complaining about.
What is she helping with?
I just told you everything that she helps
Yeah.
does.
Okay. So you're talking about the guy comes home and he grabs a remote, waits to be catered to,
Hmm.
and he sits there and does nothing. That's what you said. Before I
No,
go
I
in on
said
that,
if.
that's what you
Hold
said.
on. I
I said,
said
no, no, no,
if
no, ain't
the
no hold on.
I said I did say if. You asked me a question, I'm gonna respond to it. I said if the man is the man that comes home who shits, showers, and then sits and waits to be catered to, you're gonna have an exhausted, over labored woman. But the man that actually helps participate and facilitate the needs of the house on a daily basis, he's pulling 50% of the weight on equal days. Then you're going to have a better performing woman who can cater to you versus she's exhausting all her energy and making sure that the ship is maintained. Then
What
you're going to get a different
what
woman.
what do you want his help in doing?
His
That's
help
my
can be
question.
be
When you talking
the
about
help
she's doing too much, what do you want her help in doing?
lifting some of the lifting that goes
What
on. I
what
just told you.
what
I
lifting?
told you PTA meetings, homework, bath time, cooking, cleaning, laundry,
Okay, cool.
those
All right, bet.
things.
Okay, okay, hold on now. Who takes out the trash?
I don't give a fuck about the trash,
That's a
Dave, and I
speed. That's
hate that
speed.
that is an
No, no,
example
no, 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 no,
because
no, no.
you know how
See,
often
that's
the
what I'm
trash
saying.
gets taken out.
That's what I'm
You
saying.
know
Hold
how
on, hold
do you
on,
know how
hold
often
on,
the trash
hold
gets taken
on.
out?
You
Probably
want,
once or
hold
twice a
on.
week.
You want him to help with the cooking and cleaning, but he has to take out the trash all the time. She don't take the trash out
Jesus,
ever.
so what?
He
Do you
has to.
understand?
He has to cut the.
Okay, we're
He
done.
who's
We're done.
cutting the
We're
grass?
done. We're done. We're
Who's
done
cutting
with.
the
We're
grass?
done with. We're done. We're done with the conversation because your poor examples of taking out the trash and fucking shoveling snow happens sometimes. It's not an everyday fucking chore.
It doesn't matter. It's a chore
It
because
does
she doesn't
matter.
help.
It does
She
matter
doesn't
because you know how
help.
many. It does matter,
She
and you know
doesn't
why it
help.
matters. No, I don't give a damn.
She don't
I don't
help.
give a damn.
The man is
You know
supposed. The
what?
man is supposed to help her with all this stuff,
Yes,
but he. She.
yes,
Where did she help him do?
no, yes,
What did she
yes.
help
You
him
know what?
do?
I got an answer for you. Want to listen?
Go ahead.
Okay, what she helps him with, what she helps him do is do this. She helps him fucking sit the fuck down. That's what the fuck she helps him
That's
do.
not. That's not a chore. That's not a chore. What are we doing
No,
here?
nigga, it's a fucking luxury. The woman helps the man
You know
motherfucking
what? Let
relax.
me go. You know what? For one time out the
No,
month,
yes,
one
no,
one time
every
out the month,
fucking
take the
day.
goddamn trash
Shit,
out, and then we can
shit,
talk.
shower, and fucking
Take the
sit.
trash out, and then we can talk.
Shit, shower, and fucking sit.
Mm.
Period.
Yeah.
Now you can
When she's
unrecord
ready.
it. You can unrecord it because this is some bullshit, and you can post it if the fuck you want. But at the end of the fucking day, again, at
Yeah.
the end of the fucking day, there's
Hmm.
a whole lot of I want, I need that goes on. There's a whole lot of casting down women, and you wonder why. There's a lot of women who are in either married or they're in a two-parent household. They don't in a non-traditional union, and you wonder why. And a lot of women feel like they're single with a man being in the house because the men had this traditional thinking like, oh well, we're supposed to be served. And again, I'm a traditionalist woman, so I work and I don't have a problem with catering to my man. But here's the thing: I do set boundaries. But here's the thing: it's beyond insulting. And I've said this to you multiple times. Stop referring to snow removal, grass cutting, and fucking trash as a comparison to all the boxes that women check in order to keep the household running
Does that
smoothly on a daily
does that not does that
basis.
oh and you know what? I'm just talking about those three things because that's just the norm that has to be done.
Oh,
Right?
Jesus Christ.
We're not talking about as soon as you step foot in the goddamn door, there's a leak under the sink.
Men
As soon as you step foot in
nowadays,
the door, can you
men
look
ain't
at
fixing no plumbing unless they're a plumber.
can you look at this this I hear sounds coming from over there. Can you we talked
Again,
about this
these
before.
are
Hold
one
on. I can't
offs.
talk. I can't talk.
No, you can't
No no
talk.
no no no
No,
no 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 no
no,
no no. When
no,
I
they're
come in
one
the crib,
offs.
when he comes in the crib, it's babe, what's up? After I worked all day, what's up? You think we can move this furniture around? Because y'all don't like the same shit in the same place for
That's
one
okay. That's
week.
still one offs. That's one offs. We might want to
You
change
guys,
the. We might. So
you sit
what? That's like
around,
once every 2 or 3 months.
you women sit around and come up with shit for that nigga to do.
Okay, okay, yeah, and they're one
That
offs.
is
They're not
that is
every
an
days.
everyday thing. You
They're
guys do
no,
that every day.
no, and no. Okay, no. You know what? Here's the thing.
As soon as
What
this nigga
works in
come
the
in the door,
perfect.
what can this nigga do?
You know,
I gotta find something.
no, no, no.
Y'all got a nigga
We
to
don't.
do list.
No,
A
no,
nigga to
we do
do
not.
list.
No, we don't. No, we don't. But let me tell you what.
Yeah.
A man who can appreciate the woman and he appreciates the sacrifice that goes on and how the things that she suffers with in silence just all by herself. He's a person, the man who appreciates a woman at that capacity. He understands, he sees his woman. He's the one who's helping. He's the one who doesn't mind laboring in the kitchen sometimes. He's the one who doesn't mind disciplining his kids where the mom is not yelling and having to overexert herself. He's the man that doesn't mind going to the PTA meeting sometimes. He's the man that doesn't mind using his PTO to go take a kid or two to the fucking doctor's appointment. You know what I'm saying? Because women normally exhaust their PTO way before their husbands does. You know why? Because they are the person to be like, well, you got to take Tommy's sick today. Oh, little Lisa's sick today, and well, you got to go do it. Men normally are the ones who are cashing in their PTOs. Why? Because they never fucking take off unless they are damn near dying and feeling sick, and they take it off for themselves. They don't take it off for the family.
Mhm.
So
You know
again,
what?
we're exhausted at work, we're exhausted in the home, and again, if we have an equal opportunity um, point of
So you
view that the men and women have
so
shared responsibilities,
so
it's much peaceful. When a man is taking some of the weight off of the woman, then you're going to have a woman that is able to still keep the flame going without it being at her expense. And you can have a woman that still checks all the boxes and she's a bad mama jamma who is still able to be present because she takes pride in herself. She has been conditioned to run on fumes and still to be able to take cater to her man, to still look beautiful, still make sure her hair and nails and things are done. And then and keeping up with her physical fitness, and then you still have men that still take her for granted because he looks at her like furniture. It, um, you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. But if you have two parties who fighting for the same thing, I truly believe you'll have more of a positive result. I'm done.
so he has to help you clean and cook.
No, he ain't helping me do
No,
a
no, no.
damn
See,
thing.
that's what I'm
He
saying.
would be
I
helping the
can't talk.
household
I can't talk. So he has to help in the household. So that 6-inch grass that needs cut, that ain't part of the household.
every 2 weeks.
You know
No,
what? Get the damn bag of salt and meet me outside. That's it. That's it. You see how that works as a team? I'm gonna help you
And,
cook, and then we're gonna shovel
mhm.
out this blizzard. Is that
Okay.
not a
And if
team?
you,
Or oh
there's
wait, wait,
nothing
wait.
wrong with that.
I have to help you cook and clean.
Hmm.
Nigga, I'll see you. No, no, no. That's not how this works. How this works
Oh,
is
okay.
a fucking foot fell an inch of snow out there. And for every man out here, you don't have to deal, you in Florida. But
And
up
how
here, you
often
grew up
does
at,
it
you know what
freaking
it's like.
snow?
Okay, you know what it's like up here. So that last
Yes.
blizzard out there, that last storm out here, I'm
Uh
glad
huh.
it just happened, that last storm this year.
Okay. And how often did it
Every
snow?
married man, hold on, every married man in that fucking house said it had in his head, damn, I'm gonna have to shovel this shit out.
And you know how many
By
households? How many households is up there
myself.
without a man? You
By
know how many? You know
myself.
how many
Yeah,
households are up there
hold on,
single
hold on.
women
And
who's doing the?
I
Okay.
saw
Okay.
women, and you know what? I saw women out there shoveling. I
Okay.
saw
Go
women
ahead.
out there shoveling. And you know what?
Mhm.
Why? No man.
Mhm.
So what happens is either is she's by herself or she doesn't have one or two things. She doesn't have a man or she doesn't have a son old enough. Because when that man is not there, the son becomes the fucking man. Nigga, you take the trash out.
All right, but stick to the
That's
topic
why
because
the
the
boys
topic
don't leave
isn't
home
about.
till they
But
fucking
the
30 years
topic
old.
is okay. Yeah. Okay. You're changing topics. The
I'm
topic
not
was
changing the subject.
about.
No, I'm not.
Well, in the essence,
I'm
in the essence, you are.
I'm
Okay.
saying the lawn and the driveway
Okay.
and
Mhm.
the backyard are
Okay.
part of the house. Is it
But the
not?
topic. Let me
Is
get
it
back
not
on
part of the
into.
house? So what
Let
happens
me
is,
get you. Okay.
hold on.
Okay.
What happens
Mhm.
is, while you're in the side, it's 25 degrees. You have to work in the morning.
Mhm.
You're in there and it's 6 o'clock. The snow has stopped. The
Mhm.
driveway needs shoveled. The steps needs wiped off, salted. So what? Your woman, your beautiful queen, does not fall and
Mhm.
bust her ass in the morning going to work. Right? So while he's taking care of that outside, she's in the kitchen cooking a meal
Yep.
for
Nice and
him.
balanced.
That is it.